what you see in the fireplace?
A white screen. Oh, that was.
Oh dear. I get the feeling this guy did not meet his end under the best of circumstances.
Do you wish
Nice
to...
ass.
That is not an appropriate comment given here.
I think she knows that, and that's why she said it.
You don't say.
In any case, do you wish to examine the dead body and its nice ass, or just to explore the secret passage?
Now I just feel less like
Let's examine the body.
Alright, that would be 2 against 1,
Okay.
I suppose.
Sir, I suspect that you are in the possession of drugs. I'm going to have to give you a full cavity search.
No, you're not making it better!
Snap!
I hate you too.
The
Part of a consciousness that is mostly a pervert.
Yep. The first thing that you notice is the warrior's lack of wounds. No sword cuts or arrow shafts pierce his armor. If it were not for the unmistakable smell of death, you could be forgiven for thinking that he was asleep. You turn the body over to take a look at his face and recoil in shock at the sight before you. The eyes are missing, leaving 2 ghastly black holes. The tongue hangs out, dark and swollen, and from the corners of the twisted mouth oozes a thick greenish fluid. Filled with revulsion, you leave the body and step into the secret passage.
So either he was cursed or he was poisoned. So shit. Well, get on with your cavity search so we can get moving.
Descending the narrow staircase, you arrive at a tunnel-like corridor, sandwiched between 2 walls of mouldering masonry. Foul, oily water gurgles along a channel in the slippery floor towards a distant archway which is blocked by a black iron portcullis. Bolted to the criss-crossed bath is a plaque which bears a unique design. It is a regular hexagon, that is a 6-sided shape with all sides of equal length and all angles equal, divided into 6 equal triangles by 3 lines, which extend from each corner to its opposites. That is, it's a giant triangle made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 triangles.
Oh, it's one of those where they always ask, how many triangles do you see?
Yeah, basically. On the wall to your left is a large rusty dial with a brass pointer. Set around it like the numerals of a clock are the numbers 1 to 40, and below the dial is a lever. Your basic instinct tells you that by selecting the correct number or numbers and pulling the lever, you will open the portcullis. You can also use either your ability of pathmanship or divination now.
Divination.
Divination!
You sense that a trap guards this portal. Should you choose the wrong numbers or numbers before pulling the lever, the consequences could be fatal.
Damn!
You ponder the problem for several minutes, using your natural instincts to the full as you try to discover which of the numbers on the dial will open the portcullis. The image of 4 numbers, 3, 9, 13, and 33, fill your mind, but try as you might, you cannot determine which of them is correct. So, 3, 9, 13, or 33.
I leave this one to you.
Well, 3 is the magical number, so let's try that. Worst thing that could happen is that we die, and wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't.
So you wish to turn it to 3?
Yeah, either that or go down the stairs and explore in another direction.
You can't. You can input a number.
Well,
3, 9, 13, or 33.
then input at 3.
Alright.
And if that doesn't help, then use a bush.
The rumble of a massive counterweight descending behind the wall sends a shudder through the flagstones. The portcullis rises and you hear the lever click back to its original position as you duck under the pointed bars.
So 3 was the magic number.
You're taking only a few steps when you hear a faint whispering sound. You watch horrified as the hard stone floor beneath your feet disappears into a yawning black hole. Helpless, you tumble into the void, knocking yourself unconscious on a jagged outcrop of rock as you plummet into unknown depths. That would be a no, probably.
Ah, claimed by the void.
That was the fourth.
No, you're not dead yet. You're not dead yet.
Oh.
You regain consciousness with a start, reaching instantly for your weapon, lest danger be waiting to greet you. A dull throbbing fills your head as you sit up to take stock of your surroundings. You find yourself on top of a mound of rotting vegetation stacked high in the corner of a shadowy chamber. A harsh reptilian odor fills your nostrils. The unmistakable smell of snakes.
Great! Hit of snake.
Well,
As your vision clears, you notice amid the slimes that cover the floor what appears to be undigested human bones. A ribcage, two skulls, and several vertebrae are illuminated by a shaft of light that descends from a grate in the ceiling. It flickers, and for a second you catch a glimpse of a skull-like face through the iron bars. Fear wells up inside you as a chilling laugh pierces the silence. But it is not the sound of the cruel, inhuman laughter that freezes your blood. It is the sight of the colossal wedge-shaped snake that is rearing up through the mound on which you sit. It is the head of a giant snake. And we have a picture.
ooh, yippee. Want the cute stick stuff.
Just a moment.
Holy crap.
Oh my.
Oh, the worm thing was cuter.
We need to have a serious talk about your definition of cute, Kevin here.
I
But
kinda
yeah.
agree with her definition of cute.
Of course you would. Of course you would. It is just a small pit.
Anyways, how do we kill this motherfucker?
You leap to your feet and run to the far corner of the chamber, your heart pounding loudly in your ears. The snake rises up almost to the ceiling, its forked tongue flickering angrily below a single yellow eye, which is set deep in the center of its green scaly head. Once more the chamber echoes to cruel laughter as the monster snake shakes off its rotting nest and slithers forward. And you don't have animal control.
No, and now I sort of get the feeling how Aladdin felt back in the movie when he was fighting Jafar in his snake form.
But you have a bow. Do you wish to use it?
Yeah, shoot it in the fucking eye.
Yeah, let us make a Legolas for it.
To your horror, you discover that the quiver is completely empty. Your arrows have fallen out and lie buried in the nest of vegetation upon which you awoke.
God damn it!
Erase
Great
these.
minds think
Erase
alike.
all your arrows from your action chart.
But yeah, great minds think alike because now we are out of arrows.
With a cry of frustration, you shoulder your bow and unsheath a hand weapon as the snake draws itself back in preparation for a strike. The snake reveals its fangs, like great curved broadswords glistening with venom. They shine coldly in the light that pours down through the grating high above. You grip your weapon, bracing your back against the wet stone wall and waiting for the right moment to strike. As the momentous, monstrous head sways awkwardly from side to side, you catch sight of a small tunnel cut out of the far wall, which was previously hidden from view by the snake and its nest. Your spirits are raised by the possibility of escaping from this nightmare, but first you must fight this hideous creature.
Yeah.
Unless you have the... unless you have the magnum... Okay, since you have curing, this monster does not deal double damage to you, due to your ability to control your wounds.
Yeah, that's a good thing, but I'm still standing here with a Somersved legendary sword
Yeah.
and with a giant snake in front of me.
Any case, you're up against the giant Haktaraton. That's what it's
A
called.
Haktaraton?
Yep.
I don't know if Tar has a ton. Don't
What?
ask.
Yeah, that's what it's called. I guess we could just have called it a giant cyclops snake, but I don't know, that would kind of be, lame. So, yeah, roll a die.
Well, we better fight the one-eyed snake then.
Alright, roll the die.
Warlock gets it!
I don't.
Right, well, let me say one-eyed snake.
Old one eye behind you.
Yeah, it's a slang term.
Yeah, I do not know that kind of slang, I think.
Right, okay, imagine what bodily part could be associated with a snake.
God damn it!
It's my pleasure to help you understand the greater meanings
Oh,
of
I
life.
hate you. I hate you, and you, and you! I
Right,
want some
so
blood and I want some gold.
in any case, roll the die, Givenir.
I did. It landed on 7.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, this ginormous head surges forward, but you jump to the side and it crashes into the walls. In its momentary confusion, you make a massive swing at its side and carve it open, letting blood and viscera fall to the ground. It hisses angrily and rises up again to strike. Roll the die again.
7 dwarves.
Okay, it strikes again, but this time you jump to the other side, frustrating the massive animal, as you once again carve open its side and snap several of its ribs in your violent attack. Gee, you're doing a number on this thing.
Yeah.
When is that phallic thing dead? I want some blood, I want some gold, and I want it dead.
Well, it's got a lot of life, but you're chopping it down to size quite quick. Roll again, Givenir.
4.
Okay, this time you're not entirely lucky, and it scrapes you with its fang as it surges forward, but you plunge your sword deep into its flesh. As it roars and hisses and draws back, trying to shake you off. Okay,
So no damage from the fang?
you lose 2 endurance points.
Yeah, very important you mentioned that because giant poisonous fangs sort of deadly.
Yeah, roll your die again.
10.
10. Okay. From your position on top of it, you draw out your sword and hold on as it shakes around trying to cut you loose. It rises into the air suddenly, sending you flying into the air, and then looks up. Just in time to look into you as you rush down, sword first, plunging directly into its massive eyes and directly through its brain with the force of gravity.
Yeah, I know it's not exactly the head, but I need to make an Eddie Riggs of this. Decapitation! Would be awesome though. But we just have to settle for plunging out its eye.
A maniacal scream of anger echoes from behind the grating as the giant snake crashes lifelessly to the ground. Suddenly bolts of red fire are raining down all around you, splintering the stone floor and leaving nothing but molten cinders wherever they strike. You clamber across the snake and dive into the tunnel to avoid this rain of crimson death.
Good. We are sort of safe now, I suppose.
To your dismay, you discover the tunnel is no more than a shallow cave, a shelter for a clutch of eggs, each one no smaller than a barrel of ale. They rest upon a bed of packs and torn clothing, the last remains of adventurers who fell foul of the traps of Cat and Out. Do you wish to examine these more closely, or would you rather look for a way out?
Maybe it could be worth
Let's
examining.
examine them.
Right.
Yeah.
The eggs are warm and you can feel tiny movement through the leathery shell. Carefully you roll them aside and sift through the debris of the nest. You discover several things of interest. There is a mace, a padded leather waistcoat, a sword, a helmet, a blanket, a bottle of wine, a dagger, and a potion of Laumspur.
Not really sure if we can use any of those. I think we're sort of filled up as it is. Let me see. Yeah, I think we are.
How can you be? You said you had room for 2 things before. Well, I guess you
Oh,
took the lantern,
oops.
but you have 8 spaces in your inventory.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes it's just. a
Well,
little
we can
difficult to
always
keep
bring
up.
the bottle of wine.
Well, it's not healing, but sure, maybe somebody will want it.
Hey, that could be a fun experience. Let's try fighting drunk.
But yeah,
Get it, drunk. I gotta.
Hey, can find some cheese, that'd be perfect. Maybe a bit of ham.
does any of the rest of you want the bottle of wine?
Not really.
I don't drink alcohol, so no.
How
Well,
about
maybe we will have use of it later.
okay,
That's
fine.
possible.
We can always throw it away.
Okay,
Oh,
fine,
well.
whatever.
Oh well, we take the bottle of wine. Is
Okay.
it a specific kind? And what does it do?
It's wine,
It's a bottle of wine. That's basically what it does. It's
Okay, let me see. Bottle of wine.